Yeah, not easy to dance burlesque to this, trying to unfurl yourself from a massive martini glass.
Pump up the jam. Pump up the jam.
We will keep the jam pumping tonight on Radio 2. That doesn't make sense. From midnight, you got OJ Borge. From 10, you got Trevor Nelson's Rhythm Nation. Fantastic playlist on that show. From 9, The Folk Show with Mark Ratcliffe, chatting to fiddle player and composer Duncan Chisholm. Joe Wiley on the way with a shiny, happy playlist. Gabrielle Applin as well, doing a sofa session. That'll be lush, I reckon. See you tomorrow for 4 for non-stop fun. Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app on your smart speaker and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 7 o'clock. This is Nikki Cardwell. The Health Secretary, Stephen Barclay, says a 10% pay rise for nurses would be unaffordable. The Royal College of Nursing says it could accept such an offer to end the current industrial action. Members are on strike in England today, leading to widespread disruption to services. Pat Cullen is the General Secretary of the RCN. She says she had been optimistic of agreeing a deal.
That hope has maybe dissipated a little bit more. I didn't think we'd find ourselves back here today, but we are. And we have further strikes planned. But it's totally in the hands of the Prime Minister to resolve this for these nurses.
It's been confirmed that ambulance workers in England and Wales will also strike on the 6th of February. The G&B union is planning walkouts on the 20th of February and on the 6th and 20th of March as part of their pay disputes. The Port of Dover is warning that services to and from Calais will be suspended from 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's due to a national day of strikes in France, which will lead to port operations at Calais being suspended. The Prime Minister has urged police forces to root out anyone who should not be a serving officer. Earlier this week, David Carrick admitted dozens of rapes and sexual assaults against 12 women while he was a serving Metropolitan Police officer. Rishi Sunak held talks with the Met Commissioner, Sir Mark Rowley, this afternoon and says he wants to see tougher action.
What we are doing now is ensuring that every single police force has updated its vetting practices, that they are best in class, that they are going to be independently inspected very quickly, and all police officers are being asked to check their existing officers and staff against police databases to identify and root out anyone who shouldn't be a serving officer.
Police say they're very concerned for the welfare of a 2-week-old baby who's gone missing with their mother and father. Constance Martin and Mark Gordon disappeared on the 5th of January after their car broke down and caught fire on the M61 near Bolton. It's emerged that he's a convicted rapist. Detective Superintendent Lewis Basford from the Met Police says he wants to make sure the baby is safe and well.
Constance and Mark, have been evading obviously the interactions with us and obviously the authorities. This is very much about the welfare of the baby.
Microsoft has announced plans to cut 10,000 jobs. Software giant has blamed a drop in spending by customers. It's not clear how the UK will be affected. And researchers in Israel have developed a robot with a sense of smell. The team at Tel Aviv University managed to create a sensor allowing machines to pick up different odours. They think the robot could be used to sniff out drugs and explosives at airports. And the weather mainly dry tonight in most areas. More snow in parts of the west. There'll also be some rain and sleet in the Northern Isles. BBC News, it's 3 minutes past 7.
Thank you, Nikki.
Joe Wiley's Shiny Happy Playlist.
There's going to be big tunes.
Blowing the roof off Radio 2.
Shiny happy.
If you want to get absolutely bouncing,
This is where it's at. BBC Radio 2.
And breathe. You've made it through. It's 7 o'clock. It is Wednesday evening. Hi, welcome to the show. Sarah, thank you very much indeed. Lovely special show coming up for you tonight. We have relocated to Maida Vale. That's where we're doing the programme from this evening. And that means we have live music. I'll tell you all about that a little bit later on. But first of all, we kick the whole thing off with our Shiny Happy as ever. If you are keen to let us know what tribe you're in tonight, if you would like a mention for yourself or for somebody else out there in the Shiny Happy playlist, please do get your phone out and drop me a line right now. It's 88291. Might be a first time texter. Maybe you've been on before, you've been lucky before, maybe you've tried many times and not been quite so fortunate. I'd love to hear from you, please. 88291. If you want to email, it's joe.wiley@bbc.co.uk.
The Shiny Happy Playlist on BBC Radio 2.